fastest
Photo, yo. Yeah.
Hello, welcome back to Retro Minecraft. I am Will, I'm your host for today. Good to have you, good to have you. Okay, so I've done a few bits and bobs. I've gone ahead and spent several hours crafting ender fluid conduits, item conduits, and I've got a bunch of conduit binder saved up, ready to be used as and when. So you'll notice some stuff over here. Probably best for me to show you the upside first. Right, okay, so up here is some resonant flux ducts. Took me a little while to grind up, but I got them all connected. And for the machines on the first floor there, I've still got the high voltage wire connectors going on into the hardened energy cells. Oh, I've been building up a supply of mana, so I went ahead and crafted half a stack of these day blooms, and every time I'm on, I swap them out, the dead ones for the new ones, and we're building up a nice little supply. This thing, this is a chimney. It might go taller yet, because obviously I got to put a roof on this thing, and if you go back down, I'll show you exactly what I've been doing. This has changed a little bit also, before we go all the way downstairs. So at the moment I've got this set to configure in one side, out the other. And it's going into a cyclic assembler. And if you look at here, it says 1 silver, 1 shiny, 2 dust, 2 tin, sorry, and a bucket of resident ender makes the enderium blend. Now, what this is doing, it's taking the magma crucible's fluids and putting in the cyclic assembler, saving me having to use the buckets to make the enderium. Saves so much time. In here, we've got netherwort growing. Built up a supply. I went on a bit of a raid, little exploration mission, looking for a particular tree. Couldn't find the tree, but I found a couple of dungeon type chests, so I raided those. Anywho, over here, this is a oh my. I've been pulverizing all my coal and things. So if I get my yellow wrench, this was easy to make. A bit of electric steel, and if just a basic gear cog, which is just sticks and cobble. So if you look, if I select this, these facade blocks. So if I click this, these facade blocks turn transparent, and I can actually edit these connections. So it's coming out of this box into the pulverizer, and then out of the pulverizer into the chest. So what I did was I just dumped a bunch of coal ore in here and processed all of that. Right, okay, so all that coal has been put away now, apart from the coal dust. This is like a byproduct. When you pulverize the coal ore, you get this as a byproduct. So I'll be using this to make steel. Okay, so a cable that you saw up top comes down behind here. I'll put a couple of covers on to mask it behind here. And that's where it ends there. I do want to bring it out over here. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Let's just put the yellow wrench away. Right, okay, we've got the flux duct piped on the wall here now. Before we do anything else, let's just put you away and you away. Granite can go in there. Okay, cool. So in these crafting stations, I've got some stuff set up. So I want an auto-disenchanter, which is what this box is for. To get an auto-disenchanter, I need to convert this raw plastic into plastic. To do that, I need buckets of rocket fuel. So to make rocket fuel, I need a vat with some hooch. And then for the hooch, I need another vat, which takes some sort of organic material and sugar. And as you can see, these different bits take different amounts. Seeds only take 2. So yeah, I'll be using seeds. So if you look inside these chests, I've ground up a bunch of seeds. So it's 2 seeds and 1 sugar per. So I've ground up a bunch of that. And then in this one, we've got the gunpowder and redstone, which makes the rocket fuel. And I've already prepared the vats. So if we stick these down here like so, they should be getting power. Yes, they are. So what I want to do is configure IO. I want to pull from there and then push the hooch out of there. So the hooch should be coming into here once it's done a cycle. Oh, we need water. Poop. And I just fell off the edge there. That was scary. How am I going to get water in there? Okay, so where did I put my transfer nodes? There's a transfer node, and there's a bit of pipe here. Okay, we can work with that. Okay, let's get ourselves a wheeled interaction upgrade going. Okay, got the bits and bobs I needed. There we go. Diamond. I'm sure it's the lapis on the outer side and that on the inner side. Yeah, world interaction upgrade. Okay, so I put my pickaxe away, which is quite stupid. So if I go down here, do that, and that. I need to get some water. Well, I've only got, oh yeah, I've got one bucket. This thing I'll explain in a little bit. It's a surprise. So get the water from there. Put that there. Put that down. Pop that on top. And then if you put the world interaction upgrade in and then break that, that should be getting water. That should be working its magic. Awesome sauce. Boop, boop. Look at this all filled in. Awesome. So that's actually going now. So all the rocket fuel, the hooch, should automatically come into here. I'm not sure how long it takes. There we go. It's just doing this first little bit of a hooby doozy. There you go. That should automatically come into here. So we've already got half a bucket. Each recipe of this creates half a bucket's worth. And then this one creates a whole bucket of rocket fuel per thing. So all we need to do is set up the sides on this again, pull from there, and push the rocket fuel into here. And then I can just bucket it out and put it in for our recipe. Awesome. This should be done in no time. Okay, while we're waiting for that, I'm going to explain this. This is my little machine. This is where the chimney comes down. And in here is a crucible. It's a Thaumcraft crucible. I think I've got a spare crucible somewhere nearby. A spare cauldron even. So you take a cauldron, get your wand, click it. It turns into a crucible, a Thaumcraft crucible. That will get used in the future, so don't worry about it. It's not waste. And below that is a piece of netherrack and a fire that'll forever burn. So what you do is you do some recipes in here, but every now and again you'll get a piece of flux and it will float up into the sky, and that's why I've got a chimney, so everything goes up in there. So for example, if I want to make the thaumium ingots, I should have a couple in here already. Magma still, okay, yeah. So the thaumium ingots, if you look at the recipe for that, you need, come on. Okay, it's not going to show me, but what you need to do is put a certain item in there that has a certain sort of essence or whatever you want to call it. So you stick that in there, 2, 3, 4 of those, one of them. You get yourself a piece of thaumium, piece of thaumium ingot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, about this point, it's starting to go toxic because like these netherwarts have different bits to them. There we go. So if you look at that down here, it'd be better. It's got 1 green, 1 magic, and 1 devil. Now we're only using it for the magic, but the other 2 get left behind. So we do that. A bit of flux, and I've got a sticky piston. it just erases that flux. And then other times it will float up into the sky, and that'll be that. But yeah, this is basically what I'll be doing to get 36. I need 36. Do I need 36? 9, 18, 20. I need 27 of these thaumium ingots to make what I want to make. Anyway, this should be making some rocket fuel by now. We've got 3 buckets worth. Okay, so before we do anything else, let's get our plastic that we need. I've set this up for a stack's worth, so while that goes off camera, I'll craft it up. But in here, this one here, we got that one, and this is the Auto-disenchanter. So this is what I've been waiting for. So plunk you down, full of energy already. And what it does is you put something that like an enchanted, I don't know, helmet, for example, in the book here. It will strip the enchantments off. Now, if I can look over, I think in this chest. If I look in this chest, I believe there's a helmet. Okay, let's just take these. How many enchantments are on there? 2. Okay. 1, 2. 2 books. Now, it doesn't let you pick which enchantment it strips off. It'll just strip one at random. So I'm hoping for the Feather Falling 4. And if I put that in the right place, there we go. Put you in there. You'll see the working going up. And what it'll do, it'll strip a random enchantment off there. Like, it could either do the Fire Protection 3 or the Feather Falling 4. And once it gets to 600 work, nearly there, and poof, got the Fire Protection. Yeah, typical. I knew it wouldn't get the Feather Falling. The Feather Falling is the one I wanted. But no matter, the Fire Protection will come in handy. If I want to make more magical wood, I can just use these enchantments. Reaper 5 is the I need to get. So I need to duplicate this book. Now, to duplicate a book, you need a printing press from Bibliocraft. And the printing press costs 3 thaumium blocks. So that's 9, 18, 27 ingots. So, and an iron plate. But this isn't a normal iron plate. This has to be done in the rolling machine. So that's why I picked that up from a village not so long ago on an adventure I went on. So you go to here, put that like that, click it. It gives you 4, which is not too bad. I will be making quite a few of these printing presses over the time. So, like, for example, if I have multiple mob farms, I'll probably have a printing press in each mob farm. So, yeah, that's pretty much the deal with that. Okay, let's get you situated. So you went in the middle. We need a blaze wad, which is easy peasy. Do I have the blaze powder in here? I did at one point, I did. Okay, I need 5 of those. Turn them into blaze powder. Now, if you put blaze powder in a compressor, it will turn it into a blaze rod. And I believe it is 5 it needs. Like, you'd think it'd be 4, but no, it's actually 5 blaze powder makes 1 blaze rod. And that should be done very quickly. Yeah, it was exactly 5. I did remember correctly. Awesome. It saves a bit of time. Saves a bit of time. Okay, get that in there. What's next? We need some iron casings. But that's easy peasy because we can just take 1 iron ingot and squash that down. Like, slowly, I'm going to be building these machines into like places. So as you can see, this has changed. This is so I can just load this up with ender pearls and it'll go through the system and get crafted into the enderium ingots. Well, the enderium blend and then the ingots. This is going to take a little bit. Come on, should be 2 plates. 2 plates, easy peasy. And then it's just literally a case of grinding up that thaumium ingots. So that's done now. Feather Falling 4. Now, I don't need those leather boots. They can go away. Actually, by the way, before we go anywhere else, I've I got the hover mode on just in time. Yeah, I've been digging this place out. This is the bottom of the mine. Kind of got bored of expanding outwards, so I just dug down and just cleared all the diamonds and loots out of this. and turning the lava into obsidian and doing all that kind of business. So let's go back home and let's put some stuff away. Don't need you. Let's put the Passig in there. That enchanted book can go in there. They can go in there. And I think that's all I need. So I need 27. So we've already got 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so literally all I'm going to be doing now for the next, I don't know, 15 minutes is clicking you in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, one of those. 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 You can do about 4 times, and then it just makes it turn into gloop. So you do that, and see, it floats away and up the chimney into the sky, never to be seen again. Otherwise, it spreads along the roof and does stuff to your base. I'm not sure what. It's not very good though, whatever it is. So, give me a few minutes here. I'm going to be doing this, and we'll come back when I've got enough ingots. Okay, we're down to the last 4 ingots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 2, 3, 4. Go. 2, 3, 4. Go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Now, one thing I did realize is that it can flow before I push the button, so I've got to be quick, like that. Push it, and then it goes away. Awesome. Okay, so that's done. That was the hardest bit. So just so you know, the way this is working is I've got a infinite water source behind here, filling that portable tank, so I can fill this manually. The sticky piston is literally just behind there. So yeah, it's not very technical or complicated. It's just a piston pushing a block over the cauldron, or even a crucible as it's called, to get rid of the nasty flux stuff. So I need to put that there so I know where it is. Right, okay, so let's get these turned into blocks. And we got ourselves a printing press. Now, what goes in the printing press? Obviously, we need ink, because you'll be printing books. We need blank books, which we got. I've got a stack of them right here. So if you put the books on this left-hand side, pop, it stacks there, and it keeps the inventory. So like it'll just keep using these until it runs out, and then you have to put more on, basically. And what we need is some ink. Okay, squids acquired. Squid ink even. So plonk that on there. Do I? Oh, there we go. Got it. We got it. So it's 1 squid ink per book. So yeah, that'll last us a while. Let's just chuck that down there. Now, okay, so what we're going to need, we need a typeface setter, I think it's called. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Biblio. Okay. It is this thing, typesetting table, which is the easiest bit of all. We need a printing case. So we need more thaumium, and we need more mana steel. Okay, we can do that. That's pretty easy. Where's the mana steel gone? We did have some left over. We have 30 there. So if I do half and half, there we go, half and half. Just quickly go and get Nether wart. Yeah, leave this with me. I'll be right back. Right, all done. All done. And what was the typeface casing? Printing press case. Oh, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Just planks, I presume. Bop and bop. I don't think it matters which way, does it? Awesome sauce. Right. What else did we need? What was we even building? I can't even remember now. The typesetting table. 4 planks, another blaze rod, and okay. That's easy peasy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can grow these now, so yeah, blaze pad is not going to be a problem. And once we get some upgrades, compressing them into brazed rods is not going to be a problem either. What else did we need? We needed one of these redstone chipsets. And I think that goes there, and I think it's just planks around the outside. Come on, baby. Yep. Like the blaze rod probably would have been the most difficult thing if we couldn't grow it, but we can, so that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that, and that, I believe. Yeah, typesetter. Place that down. Now, to see stuff, how this stuff works, you're going to need the Bibliocraft glasses, reading glasses. So we need 2 black dye, 2 glass planes, and an iron ingot. Okay, we got the black dye because we got the ink. And we can make glass panes really easily. As if we haven't already got any. No, I can't see any yet, so let's make some. Where's the ink? There you go. I'm sure we just put that in there. No. I'm sure this will work, but we'll find out. Let's go to here. Oh, we need one more, don't we? Okay, get that in there. Yeah, reading glasses, awesome. So I'm not sure if these can go in the bauble slot. No. So you put them on instead of your helmet, and I look nerdy all of a sudden. But when you come over to here, it enables you to see stuff on here. So put that in there. We've got 6 cases. It'll keep them in storage. Now, what we wanted was 2 of these Reaper 4 books to turn it into Reaper 5. So you stick that there. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that there, it says 31 levels it needs to replicate this. And I think I've got 31 in here. And you just shift right click, turns into that. And then when you put this in here, it starts copying it. It'll give you 3 books per. So the one you've used to make the typeset, it gives you back, and then it gives you 2 extras. What I'm going to do is... I want a bookcase, so... Do that, do that. Them down the middle, down on the sides. Yeah, what I tend to do is put a bookcase, and I can keep the originals in there. So if I right click on that, I can keep my Reaper 5 up there when I get Reaper 5. I'm not going to need Reaper 4 now. It's junk. So I'll probably just use it in crafting magical wood. So it won't go to waste. And like I said, you'll get 3 books out of this. Let's put this stuff away real quick. I've got junk in my inventory. Yeah, and there we go. That's it. We've got the 3 books. That's it. So how much is this going to be take to combine? 7 levels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6, 7. There we go. Combine them, and we got a Reaper 5 book. So what I do then is put this up here. That's my Reaper 5. And that's how you can get all sorts of cool stuff. Reaper 4, no. If I go downstairs, I do believe this dungeon chest had a feather falling 4. And efficiency 4, that's what I wanted, the efficiency 4. So we got feather falling 4 somewhere. Where did we put that? There. So that one's a... Oh. I hate that when it does that. That one's a complete book, so we can keep them on the top shelf. I do like combination books. So, for example, if I want to enchant a like a diamond spike, I'll have one book that has looting, sharpness, and Reaper 5. And yeah, they're basically like a complete book ready for a thingamajig. So let's see if I can do this. I'm not sure if I can split these up, but we'll soon find out. I'm sure it has to be a piece of armor, but let's put that there. That there. Seems to be working. Because I want the efficiency 4, and then I'm going to duplicate the efficiency 4, and make it an efficiency 5. Not sure what I'll use that on, but it'll be handy to have. We're nearly there, nearly there, nearly there, and boof. 5th feather fall in, efficiency 4. So I'll do the same again. Get my efficiency 4 book, stick it there. Wants 31 levels, and that one's a spare one, so I can keep that out of the way. 31 levels, I can do that. 31 levels. Make that, place it in there, and there we go. Awesome sauce. And now that book's going to be, we're going to have one spare book, which we'll use for magical wood, because I will be making a hell of a lot of spikes during this playthrough. Efficiency 5 book for the win. Click it with an empty hand. There we go. So yeah, I'll slowly build up a collection of these books, and we'll go from there. So what I want to do over here is I need to make another carpenter. So if I go in here, carpenter, this thing, and basically there's loads of bronze, if I remember rightly. Yeah, bronze. Okay, 16 energetic. Where's my bronze? There's my bronze. So I need 16 for the gears. So take that out. Put that in. There we go. This is so cool. I managed to put a cover on this. Basically, I got the saw and used the saw to make these into covers. Let's get a pickaxe, see if I can break this right. Yeah, so yeah, I've got one cover here because it was connecting to this chest and I didn't like that. And I put one cover there and it hides it, and I can still access this. And if I remove this tank to fill it up again for the future, it's not going to affect the transfer node. So that's the reason I did that. These should be done pretty soon. Right, let's take my glasses off. We'll put the glasses in my knapsack. And we'll put the pickaxe in there too. Right, what do we need to do? Let's get this recipe going. 6 bronze. So I might be making bronze in the future, I'm not sure. There's 2 glass, I'm sure it was. Glass, okay. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 2 glass. I'm pretty sure there was some downstairs, but oh well, I'm upstairs now. Might as well grab it. Goes like that, like that. I'm going to need 2 more bronze, aren't I? Recipe bronze is 1 tin, 3 copper. Okay, tin, 3 copper. Flip that lever. There we go. I must have already had a bronze gear in there. Okay. If we could turn that bronze gear back into a 4 ingots, that would be handy. Okay, okay, we need to go to a new one and go 1, 2, 3, 4. We need more 4 bronze, 4 more bronze ingots. So give me a second to get these ingots together, and yeah, I'll be right back. Right, got the bronze ingots. Boosh, sturdy casings, and a carpenter. Now I want this over here. Yeah, I think the block underneath it's going to need to be changed because it's going to look funky otherwise. Let's get one of these. Where's my pickaxe? There it is. Break that. Put that down. Then put that down. Yeah, you can actually see for the gap there. So, yeah, that makes it look pretty. Where is... Right, we need one of these. No, 2 of these. So instead of this... yeah, it's got nothing in it. That's cool. Instead of the insert, this one needs to push and pull. Extract needs to be always active. That's extract only, always active. So that should be always full of creosote oil. and it'll go into there first and then overflow. Awesome. Easy peasy. Put you in there, put you in there. I'm not sure if that's the right chest, but I can sort it out later. What do I need? I need to... Let's make... Let's get 15 of these, turn that into 30 planks. Turn that into 60 slabs. Now, if you put these like this, and then do that, it should automatically craft them. Also, while it's crafting those, what we need to do is, it wasn't rail, it was called track, right? So we want the track 66. So we're making these right now with the creosote oil. So the standard rail is 6 ingots. Okay. I've got 6 ingots in there, but I'm going to need a lot more than that. Basically, we're just preparing for the next episode at this point, because I want to make a mob farm automated. So, I should make 80 of these things, 10 recipes, and it makes 8 per. So this should be pretty awesome. Right, that should hold 64 now. Awesome. So, yeah, to make rails, it's a bit of a go-through. That's why I've been collecting them. If I look over here, I think I've got some in here. I did see a chest with some earlier. I think it's in my old base, actually. Could be that. But when I found the rails, I picked them up. And I started, no, there are 35 tracks here. So what I'm going to do with these, if I go to use... I wonder if it's in this one or not. Yes, these conveyor belts I want to make. So it's 6 tracks per bit of iron, bit of redstone, and you get 8 conveyor belts. So let's just get these. And we'll... Oh, actually, before we go downstairs, let's see if this is done. Nearly done. Click. Yeah, it gets sent to the last one, and then it stays in the recipe until you click. Yeah, there we go. That's awesome. So this, we can do 5. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need 10 iron, which I haven't got out. Okay, easy. Do that. Where was it? Is it this one? Boom. Now, instead of having water push our mobs, we're going to be having conveyor belts. So if you stick one of these down, yeah, they basically just move you. If I turn it this way, see the arrows going that way, so I can actually control which way around they go. So if I really wanted to, I could really mess with people. Yep, and that's basically how we're going to be moving the mobs. So next episode, I promise, we will be doing stuff with the mob farm. I'm trying to get a bunch of this stuff crafted, a bunch of rails crafted, and we'll be good to go for that. And before we do anything else, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to make a chest, and this will be for preparation for next episode. So in between episodes, I'm going to fill this chest with materials like the conveyor belts, and one thing we can actually make before we go here is a hopper. I want a vacuum hopper. So that's basically an eye vendor, a hopper, and obsidian. Obsidian's got its own spot up here now. And eye vendor, let's get one of these. Ender pearls have got their own spot now. And I've got some iron on me, so let's just go 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's get one of these chests. I can always upgrade it if I need more storage inside of it. So, yeah, easy. But vacuum hopper. So this thing's really cool. See, it just picks stuff up. So when we have the mob farm going, yeah, the spikes are going to kill the mobs. So these are the spikes. I'm going to go and grind the Enderman farm and get sharpness 5 and looting 3. Come here, duplicate the books, and I can then put them onto these diamond spikes, ready for next episode. So yeah, even though this has been a shorter one than usual, I want to bid you good day. It's been great having you. I'm your host, Will, and I'll see you next time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, baby.